Hello everyone, this is Dr.P.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And our today's topic is related to objectives of business law. Till now we have studied about law, sources of law, and business law. What is a business law? What is the concept of business law? Okay, and in today's class we will see about the objectives, what are the functions, and what are the features of business law. Okay, so business law means already we have learned in concept of business law that business law is sometimes known as commercial law or company law. Okay, so it is a collection of laws and regulations that govern various aspects of doing business. Okay, here it covers a wide range of topics, including the employees, contracts, intellectual property rights. Many aspects were in this business law. Okay, so all extensive topics were covered under business law. Why? Because business deals with within the business and with the customers, B2B, B2C. Okay, business to business, business to customers. Okay, so likewise for each and every relationship there are many laws. Okay, so for each and every business activity, for each and every business relationship, many laws were there. Okay, why? Because in order to safeguard the businessman, in order to safeguard the stakeholders of the company. Okay, these laws were there, so these laws protect those persons. Okay, so if, in simple terms, business law helps companies, workers, and customers. Okay, so definitely we know that business deals with the other business people. Okay, that means within the business, with workers or employees, and also with the customers. So therefore business law helps these three sections of people. Okay, and it also tries to bring trust and treat within them. So it also makes sure that they are honest and accountable in how they run their business. Okay, basically this business law. Okay, this business law gives accountability. Okay, so business law, by business law, the persons who enter into the contracts, okay, agreements in every business activity, okay, they will be, okay, honest, okay, honest and accountable. Okay, so honest and accountable. So business law ensures the honesty, business law ensures the accountability of the persons and accountability how they run their businesses. For example, if a company wants to protect a new invention, okay, so business law allows them to patent rights by giving patent rights. Okay, so this facility is given by this business law. Okay, so here we can say that if there is a disagreement between a business and its vendor, okay, business law steps in to mediate and find a resolution. Okay, so business means definitely business involves with business to business persons or business to customers likewise. So if we see business versus vendors means, okay, if at all there is any issue or disagreement between business person and vendor person means, definitely business law steps in to mediate and find a resolution between them. Okay, so it's like the legal glue that holds the business world together, ensuring that everyone follows the same rule book. Okay, so this understanding of various business aspects or business law is crucial for companies of all sizes. Okay, this law provides a legal framework for smooth and ethical business operations. Okay, so now if we want to see what are the basic objectives, main objectives of this business law means, these are the five basic objectives of this business law. Before this, the primary objective, the basic and primary objective of business law is behind the business law is to provide a regulatory framework. Okay, is to provide a regulatory framework. So regulatory framework on the conduct of business for these corporations, the practices followed, ways to protect the interest of shareholders, okay, ensure proper implementation of laws, ensure validity of business transactions, ensure healthy competition, etc. Okay, so the primary objective will be the regulation of the framework. So regulation of framework on what? On business. So the persons who are running the business, the relations which are involved in the business persons, the business activities, okay, protect the interest of the shareholders, okay. So validity, giving the validity, ensuring the validity of business transactions, okay. So these are the main objectives behind, primary objectives behind the business law. So if we see, the first objective of the business law is to, it lays down the framework, okay, framework within which business activities shall be carried out, okay. So we all know that business means it is uh, carrying its business persons, business with customers, okay. So here different relationships exist, different business activities will be existed. So in order to have a clear and fair business, there should be a framework with rules and regulations which bind the both the parties of the agreement, okay. So it safeguards both the people who are entering into the contract. They may be business to business persons, business to customers, okay, business to stakeholders likewise. And coming to another objective, a business person can resort to various judicial and quasi judicial authorities. It means that a business person can go against the government in case his legal rights have been violated, okay. If at all the person who is running the business, okay, if at all his rights were, okay, violated, legal rights have been violated, then he can go against the government also, okay. So that is known as the judicial and quasi judicial authorities. He can resort to judicial and quasi judicial authorities when his legal rights were being violated. So thirdly, if we see, facilitates business persons to achieve their goals smoothly, okay. So goals smoothly, so it facilitates the business persons. How can they achieve, how can a business person can achieve their goals smoothly means, as I said before, each and every business person enters into different agreements, enters into different relationships with business persons, okay, enters into different business activities relating to the business. So while involving into the contracts, while involving into these agreements, okay, so there should not be any unfair practices, okay. So there should not be any misleading aspect done with the other party, okay. So as it involves two parties, one party may deceive the other party. So in order to not to get into those misconceptions, okay, so business laws helps the business persons to do their businesses, okay, smoothly, to achieve their goals smoothly, okay. Why? Because each and every person will have a fear of business loss, okay. If at all any mistake have been done means definitely the other person can go for the tribunal. So all these legal aspects will hinder their businesses. So that's why due to the fear of these business laws, okay, so it facilitates the business persons to achieve their goals smoothly. And coming to another aspect, For example, if we see means for this business persons to achieve their goals smoothly means um, businesses has been extended the facility of doing business by getting a company incorporated, deriving all the advantages of incorporation, such as separate legal entity, limited liability, etc. So in all these aspects, okay, like separate legal entity, limited liability, we have seen in features of company act. Okay, so company will have a separate, some company can be treated as a separate legal entity. For that we have different cases. Okay, so judgments are there on that particular issue. Likewise, limited liability or unlimited liability. Likewise, business deals with different aspects, and for all those aspects, okay, in order to run their business smoothly, all these laws help the business persons. Okay, likewise, business law has social objectives too. Okay, so not only the administration aspects, okay, but these business law, it has also social objectives. So social objectives means the anti-competition laws, the pollution control laws, environmental aspects. Okay, likewise, laws concerning regulation of essential commodities, okay, and prevention of food adulteration in the interest of consumers go a long way in serving social objectives. So we can say that social objectives are, for example, if we see anti-competition laws means, so for the heavy competition in the, for heavy competition in the society, okay, in the market, so all the business men may go for other aspects. It means that they may not go legally, or else they may not go fairly in order to achieve competition in the market. So uh, there we should have a social objective that uh, these competition should be in a legal aspect, in a ethical way. Moral values should be followed in order to be competitive in the market. So anti-competition laws were also made. Okay, the persons who undergoes unfair practices in order to be in competition. Okay, so definitely those persons will be punished by this anti-competition laws. Okay, likewise, pollution control laws will be there, environmental safety measures should be taken, or the persons who violate the environmental laws, okay, pollution control laws, okay, they are punished in the court of law. Okay, likewise, if we see in commodities or else food supplements, if we see means there will be restrictions on the food aspects, the limitations regarding the food. For example, if we see food colors or many aspects which the chemicals they were used in those food aspects, for all those there are certain limitations. They have to act according to the laws. Okay, according to the business laws only. So all these are related to the concern towards the public, related to the society. Therefore some social objectives are also seen in the business law. Okay, so coming to the another aspect, it aims to prevent concentration of economic power. Okay, so concentration of economic power, and also it helps the adjustment of claims of individuals against each other. Okay, so concentration of economic power means here uh, in order to gain more profits from the public. Okay, or else monopoly practices also will be maintained in the market means, or else many of the marketers they will come into one word by giving fixing a prices. Okay, for fixing price for a commodity in order to gain more profits. Okay, likewise, so many aspects will be there in this businesses, okay, in order to gain more profits in the market, in order to be competitive in the market, okay. So this these business laws, okay, safeguards the people from this concentration of economic power. Means the persons, they will think that they should have a more economic power, more profit, okay. So likewise, for that also, not only for that aspect also, but also adjustments will be made between the individuals against each other also. It means that one businessman have issues with the other businessman, rivalry with other businessmen, so those issues will also be settled down with these business laws, okay. Why? Because in order to capture the market, in order to have a upper hand in the market, in order to be number one in the market, okay, different roles will be played by the businessmen, okay. So in that process, many issues will be raised between the individuals. So in those aspects also, business law helps them to adjust for their claims, okay, against each other. So these are the objectives of business law. Now if we see about the features of business law, means, so what are the features of business law? The first one is it regulates industry, trade and commerce. So the basic aspect is regulation of framework, regulates the framework of business, okay. So without regulation, without rules, okay, we cannot run the business, okay. Therefore definitely business law means, the first and foremost feature of business law is it regulates. So regulates the industry, regulates the trade, regulates the commerce, means the business activities, the business relations, okay, all will be regulated by the business law, okay. Because here business people, they, in order to run their business smoothly, okay. So as these businessmen were related with different business activities with different persons, okay, so definitely many issues may rise. So in order to settle down those issues, and also in order to not to raise those issues, okay, so these regulations help the business people, okay. So the first feature of business law is regulations, okay, regulating the industry, trade and commerce, okay. So the development of business is possible only with these laws, with these good laws only, okay. Without business laws, businesses may not run smoothly, okay. Another one is regulates every business activity and business community, okay. So businesses encompasses different economic activities of people. Business law should include all the rules that may cover almost all sorts of these activities, okay. So it helps to regulate every business activity of business community. So as we studied before, so business laws means from starting of the business to winding up of the business, okay. From starting to winding up of business, each and every aspect is involved with business laws, okay. For example, if we see starting of a business, if we are in a starting stage of a business, means definitely we have to know about the incorporation of company, okay. So how to incorporate a company, or else what are the rules and regulations that has to be followed while incorporation of a company. Likewise, we know that registration of company is very much needed, okay. So therefore, likewise, for starting a business there are certain rules and regulations. Likewise, managing a business, okay, for managing business also there are certain rules and regulations. Likewise, in winding up of business also, if we want to wind up our business, means, so we have to follow certain business laws, okay. According to those laws only we have to do our business. So likewise, if we see this, it regulates every business activity means, okay. For example, business deals with employees, okay. The business deals with sales, so we have consumer goods sales law, okay. Likewise, if we see employment law, or else if we see negotiations law, okay. Likewise, we have bankruptcy law, antitrust law, intellectual property laws. So while we are entering into any contract, we have to know what are the IPR rules, intellectual property rights. Why? Because business activity means it involves different activities, okay. By entering into contract, purchasing a business, or else for managing a business. So different aspects have to be learned by the business persons. So this, it regulates every business activity and also business community also, okay. Business community in the sense all the people of the industry, okay, their activities. It regulates the transactions, okay. So that is the business community. If we see, it has no watertight demarcation. So demarcation means the limits, separation, okay, separation with the other branches of law. We know that law is it is not a separate branch of law, okay. So it is rather a part of civil law, because we have studied in under sources of law and branches of law. We have learned about criminal law, civil law, personal law, okay, common law. So under these only we will study the branch of law. So business law is one of the branches of law which comes under the civil law, okay. So it is a demarcation means it is a separate law, but not this is within the law, okay, but a separate branch, okay, which deals with rights and obligations of businessmen. So we all know what does this business law deals with: the rights and obligations of a businessman, what to do and what not to do. What is the obligation? So to safeguard the shareholders, okay. Likewise, so what are the obligations? What are the directors obligations? What is the obligations of the company? What is the obligation of the employees towards company? So all aspects can be seen. So the rights and obligations of businessmen are arising out of business transactions, okay, in respect of business property. So therefore, this business law is directly or indirectly involved with the different laws. So it has no watertight demarcation. Actually, watertight demarcation means a clear cut separation or else limitations, okay. But here for business law there is no water tight demarcation, okay. So therefore, it is a branch of law. It is interlinked with other laws, okay, either directly or indirectly, okay. So now coming to another feature is promotes rights and interest of business community. So the business law always protects the rights and interest of business by making rules in case of need, okay. So in the absence of proper law, it cannot be imagined with regard to existence and development of business. Its development and protection of business houses become possible only with the help of business law, okay. So without a business law, business community, whole business, different trades, different businesses, okay. So different industries all comes under business community. So all different industries may not exist, okay, without proper business law. So business law protects the rights and interest of the business, okay, rights and interest of business. So therefore, the main feature of business law is it protects the rights and interest of business community. Means all industries comes under this business community, all business sectors comes under this business community, okay. And the last one is it functions for all business community. So business law is made and enforced in the country not for the benefit and welfare for particular person, okay. Welfare for particular, not a particular person, but for benefit and welfare for all the business community. So laws are framed on the aspect of the public community or else business community, as law treats all alike. Okay, all are same, all are equal. In the eyes of law, business law treats all businessmen alike. Okay, so from each industry we have different industries. Okay, so like a petroleum industry, or else oil industry, or else food industry, likewise different industries we have. So all industry people, or else all business community people, are treated as equal before business law. So these business laws are created for all business community okay, for the welfare of the community and not for a particular person. Okay, for not for a particular person. Okay, so these are the features of business law. Okay, so regulations related to industry, regulations related to business activities. Okay, branches of law, likewise. Now if we see the functions, okay, so what are the functions of business law? So it includes rules concerning corporate ethics, substantive law, procedural law, and design of the court system and other associated legislations. Okay, so here functions means how do this business laws works. Okay, so how does it work means it includes all concerning corporate ethics. So business law means it includes all the laws. Okay, all the ethics, morals also. We will see that is we can say that the natural law, which is known as equity. Okay, likewise corporate ethics can be seen, substantive laws will be seen, procedural laws will be seen. Okay, we have studied all these in sources of law and different types of law. Okay, so the design of the court system means the organization structure of the court system and other associate legislations will be under the business law. So that is the business law. So under these all these aspects, what functions can we expect means the taxation structure of various business type is covered under business legislation. What does business law do means the taxation structure. The taxation structure will be different for different type of industries. Okay, different businesses. So it depends upon the business. Taxing structure will be depending upon the business. Okay, so for each type of business there will be a different taxation structure. And coming to antitrust laws and the degree of competition are also factors. Okay, for this business law, so it also considers these antitrust laws, because if at all business means definitely it enters into agreements or contracts with different people. So whenever it is entering with different agreements, if at all the other party does not compile with the agreement, means definitely the other person may go for these antitrust laws and the degree of competition, all these. Okay, now another one is it also regulates the workplace safety, overtime policies, minimum wage laws. So all these are related to the concern for the employee in the organization, who is working in the organization. So business law not only safeguards the business people, okay, but also the employees who are working in the organization. There are separate labor laws, okay, employee laws for the workers of the organization, like workplace, which regulates, okay, workplace safety means for each and every organization should take safety precautions for the employees who are working in their organizations. Likewise overtime policies, if at all the workers are working for overtime in the organization, okay, separate wages should be paid. Likewise for overtime also there was many specifications regarding the business laws. Likewise minimum wage law should be this much. Okay, that means each and every industry, or else each and every business should follow that minimum wage. Okay, minimum wage should be, for example, for any employee a minimum wage should be given per day is 1,000 rupees. Okay, so that is the minimum wage. So the industry may give 1,000 or above 1,000, but the minimum wage should be 1,000, because it is the fixed minimum wage according to the laws. Okay, likewise, so it functions for facilitating the employees also. Likewise, it aims to lessen the industry's adverse effect on the natural world regarding the environment. So we have different pollution control laws, okay, environmental laws, okay. Likewise, different laws were there. Why? Because companies means definitely they have to work with some chemicals relating to their products, okay. By using those chemicals, those may pollute the air, those may pollute the water, okay. So using pesticides, okay, all these aspects may pollute the environment. So for that also there are certain laws in the business law, okay. So according to the business law only, according to the laws only, the industries should work, okay. And if we see another function means it governs the procedure for forming a company and rules for selling corporate entities, okay. So it governs the procedure. We all know that incorporation of a company. So how to incorporate a company? There is a certain procedure according to Companies Act. We have to we have to incorporate, or else we have to form the company. So for formation of a company, we need memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, which need to be submitted in the registrar of companies, to registrar of companies, ROC, okay. So likewise, a certain procedure will be there in formation of a company, okay. So rules and regulations. So these are the functions, basic functions that should be followed by each and every company according to company law, according to business laws, okay, which are under the company law. So additionally, it covers rights delegation, contract drafting, task delegation, breach of contract, okay. So all these aspects also comes under business law. Why? Because all these can be seen in business activities, okay. So rights delegation means, for example, in a company, the rights may be delegated to the subordinates by the superiors in certain circumstances. So whenever rights are delegated, okay, in that case, what should the procedure should be followed, what are the laws that should be followed. Likewise, contract drafting, okay, while entering into an agreement, okay, how to draft a agreement. So that is also under law, business law, okay. Likewise, task delegation, if at all there is any breach of contract, means when the other party does not mature the agreement, or else it does not comply according to the agreement means, okay, then it is considered as a breach of contract. So for that breach of contract, there will be loss. Likewise, for transactions, contracts, okay, for all these there will be certain laws. For likewise, for breach of contract means violation of laws regarding the agreement, okay. So for each and everything, business laws are there. So how does business law functions means in different aspects, like rights delegation, contract drafting, task delegation, breach of contract, transactions, contracts, fines for contract violations, okay. On all these aspects it works. So generally business law governs partnerships, okay, corporations, sole proprietorship, liability firms, etc. So these are the different types of businesses. Like sole proprietorship means a single person runs his own business. Partnership means more than one person enters into partnership deed and they will run business. Likewise, corporations also. So here many people enters different industries, sorry, different businesses form into a corporation and they will run the businesses. Likewise, for each and everything, for sole proprietorship there are separate business laws, for partnership there are different separate laws, for liability of firms there are separate business laws to be followed, okay. Likewise, functioning of business laws depends upon the type of the business they are following, and it explains the business and actual estate related laws, okay. So it also businesses explains, this business law explains for each and every activity related to the business, separate laws will be there. The related laws will be there. If it is a company incorporation means separate law will be there. If there is a contract between two parties means there is a contract act. So if there is a for sale of goods means sale of goods act is there. In order to protect the consumer, there is a consumer protection law. Okay, antitrust laws. Likewise, different laws were there for each and every aspect. Okay, and this business law functions and explains those laws. Okay, and it examines the overall impact of computer technology on other business domains. So these AI, if we see technology, so technology related aspects also. For example, if there are any cyber, we have cyber laws. Okay, so regarding the businesses also we have cyber laws. So all these laws protect the businesses regarding the technology. Okay, likewise it includes laws governing securities, governance and bankruptcy. If at all there is a bankruptcy in the company means, so there will be laws regarding the bankruptcy. So all these are the functions related to the business laws. So these are all the functions, objectives and features of the business law.